Hey traders, this is Blake Morrow, and you are listening to the daily Roundup webinar. I hope everybody's having a great trading session and happy. It is Wednesday, right? I believe it's Wednesday. As you can see, the stock market is higher at this point. Hold on really quick. Let me turn down my... as you can see, the stock market's a little higher. We're pressing up against the 200 period moving average on the 4-hour chart. So probably fairly important resistance, just because we respected it yesterday as well. So if the market's going to try to turn, it would be somewhere around here, I would assume. This is also that top of that resistance zone that we were focused on yesterday. Even though we went past it yesterday, we hit the 200 period, reverse, came off, and then here we are again, really just kind of challenging that area. Do I think the stock market is going to stop here? That might be your question right now. I don't know. I mean, this has been yesterday was a pretty big reversal candle. But like I said earlier today, if you were listening on the Face webinar, this bounce, or you had to be respectful of the fact that we still closed above the 38% retracement. It's very early. The markets were up, and we're extending those gains. Like I said, can we continue? Is to be seen. It's to be seen. I think that this is a very good sign for stocks, personally. And if you look, at the Nasdaq looks pretty strong today. Here's the Dow. The Dow looks pretty strong, and you're seeing risk currencies that are very strong, like the Aussie. Now let's talk about the Aussie and where we're at. Let me, I guess I'll take a look here. So this is the 618 retracement of this big fall that you saw from here. Now, if you go from like the last high, so let's go from way over here, okay, where that head and shoulder pattern is, okay, you can see the 50% of this decline comes in a little bit higher around the 62, 65 level. That I still think well, first of all, this is trying to break out the Aussie. The market, as you guys know, will try to impose as much damage as possible. So right now we are seeing this move above resistance. I wouldn't be surprised if we get right up here, towards some of these highs around the 62, 50, 62, 60 level, and then start to show some weakness after we hit like 50% of this entire decline. But I think that's entirely possible going into the next couple of next maybe 24 hours or so. So watch to see if we get some sort of reversal up here. I think that's going to be pretty key. One of the currencies I'm paying really close attention to is the euro dollar. I drew this out for you guys earlier this morning, but the euro, I think, is in a consolidation pattern. Okay. Hold on real quick. I think we're in a consolidation pattern, and the euro dollar looks like we could drop towards the 108.20 level, and maybe even 108. This would be the triangle support down here. And I think you've got to watch the euro down there and see if we can get some sort of pivot off of that support. I think that's going to be really important going into tomorrow, considering we have the Euro group meeting. The euro has been trading heavy. If you see how it's trading heavy against most every currency, I mean, whether it's the euro pound, it's back at the 200-day moving average, really key support, the 618. The euro Aussie continues to drop lower to a 78% retracement. Euro New Zealand continues to drop. So the euro is just kind of under pressure across the board. And I think that there's potential, because the euro is feeling so much pressure, that the euro might actually drop towards 108 before bouncing. So I do think that that we would have some support down there, for the pair. Okay, so let's just see how it responds, like I said, over the next 24 hours or so. Went over the Aussie, the cable still looks really good. There's a lot of positive news regarding Boris Johnson, that he's, he's responding well to medication and, so on and so forth, which is great. And that's actually helped the cable along. And you can see we're, stretching, towards like, some probably a big 618 retracement, which is up here around the 125 level. I think that's going to be really important resistance for the cable if we should get up there. Uh, um, and just watch the pair as we approach that level, just because the reported deaths in the UK are still very high, and that is going to be, that's going to be, a risk more for the pound in general. That I think the pound's actually feeling some love right now because of, what's happening with the prime minister. But watch the cable as we, get towards the 125 level or so. All right, and with that being said, I want to thank you all for listening in, and that's just a quick update on the daily Roundup webinar. I hope you guys have a great one, and I will be talking to you very soon on the Face webinar. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.